it's Amanda here from DMG and welcome to our Let's Play of Agatha Christie's ABC Murders. I've downloaded this on Steam and that's, at the moment, that was the place that I found that it was the cheapest by about £5. That doesn't mean that there isn't other places that are cheaper, but it seemed a good deal. So I think it was on something like 67% off or 70% off. So here we go. So let's click start. So create a new profile. This is being played on my iMac and I'm using my keyboard and mouse. Okay, so let's click play. Have you seen the 50 trophies to unlock? They are bonuses. Help is available, something. London, June 18th, 1935, Poirot's apartment.
Some post for you, Poirot.
Mr. Hercule Poirot, you fancy yourself, don't you, at solving mysteries that are too difficult for our poor thick-head British police? Let us see, Mr. Clever Poirot, just how clever you can be. Perhaps you'll find this nut too hard to crack. Look out for handover on the 21st of the month. Yours extra, ABC.
Oh, it's some sort of joke.
Maybe, but please remind me to inform Chief Inspector Japp.
Funnily enough, I've just been listening to the talking book audio play of this. Have you seen the reconstructions in the bonuses? You'll be able to watch a reconstruction in each crime. Okay, that was so fast you don't get to read it all.
It's here, Poirot. The murder took place in this street. Grim place indeed.
Tout à fait, Hastings. The streets of Andover are in a terrible state.
Nice.
Look, there's Chief Inspector Japp. He's talking with a policeman.
Let us try not to get our shoes wet.
Help is available in the pause menu at any time. So I was finishing what we'd read before. And over June 22nd, 1935. What's this? So we've got little grey cells. Is the theft the motive for the crime? Well, we haven't got to that point yet, I don't think. And then we've got a little notebook with nothing in it right now. And then what's this? Objective, go and meet Japp. So put that down. How do we move? Oh, I see. So who's that there? Oh, that's Poirot, I see.
Don't dilly-dally, Poirot. Japp will be waiting for us.
Okay. How do I get to him? Oh, you just click. I see.
Dash! A puddle. How clumsy.
That was a bit English, wasn't it? Isn't it amazing? I love the artwork.
Over here, it's Hastings and Poirot. You missed the 9 o'clock train?
We took the 10:30. Luckily, the service is good to Andover.
So, Chief Inspector, what do we have?
The victim is called Alice Asher. She owned this tobacco shop. She was killed yesterday with a blow to the back of the head.
All the information collected about the
Let me
carrot
just check.
is summarised in Poirot's notebook. Okay. Take advantage of the moments when the person you are with is busy in order to observe him or her. You will obtain clues about his state of mind. Don't know what that was, so... Find 3 clues that agree with Hercule Poirot's remark. Okay.
Is Jap being too relaxed? Let us find the clues that prove it.
Relaxed attitude. Slight smile. His hat tipped something I could...
Jap is in a good mood. I bet he thinks he's already caught the culprit.
Okay. Congratulations, you
last
won the
customer
trophy.
to see Mrs. Asher alive left her shop at 5:30. The body was found at around 11 in the evening by an officer doing his rounds. The shop door was open. That's what alerted him.
So, oh, I see, we've got all this we can adjust. Let's turn the music down. I always can't bear the music too loud. And use a clue. Well, we don't want to do that yet anyway. But right now, let's help. Click on a zone in the scenery to go there. When the cursor changes, keep holding the click and move the cursor to the desired direction. Okay. Your progress is saved automatically. Take advantage... Oh, I see. These are what have come up and we couldn't always catch them. Take advantage of the moments when a person you are with is busy in order to observe him or her. You will obtain clues about his or her state of mind and personality. Find 3 clues that... Yeah. Click on the arrow in the bottom right hand corner of the screen to display the menu icons and the inventory. If you get stuck, open the pause menu and select use a clue icon to turn on the automatic help. Poirot will execute an action to provide you with an indication to help you to progress. The icon needs to recharge before being used again. Collect ego points to unlock trophies. Discover the actions which give you the most points. All information collected about the characters is summarised in Poirot's notebook. Observing particular places more closely may provide you with further information for the investigation. Find 3 clues that substantiate Hercule Poirot's remark. You are not disturbing anyone, so take as much time as you want. Objects hide secrets behind complex mechanisms. It is up to you to decipher them in order. I don't think we've got to this yet, so I think we'll leave that bit.
Had anything been taken?
A little tobacco maybe, but you'd hardly murder for a few smokes. There's nothing of any real value in the shop.
What type of woman was Mrs. Asher?
In her 50s, married but separated, no children.
Her husband?
Aha, Franz Asher, the husband. Alcoholic and violent. It's said that he regularly insulted his wife and threatened to kill her.
Ask his opinion or say it's too obvious. Let's go for say it's too obvious.
Easy, don't you think?
You like complications, don't you? Well, this time you may be disappointed.
Peut-être. May I examine the crime scene?
Of course, old chap.
I'll be with you in a minute, Poirot.
Okay, oh, I wanted that. Right, before we go any further, I wanted to look at that. So the victim, Alice Asher, about 50 years old in Andover. She owns a tobacco shop. She's married to Franz Asher. She lived alone. She was killed in her tobacco shop by a blow to the back of the head. So that's it at the moment on there. Let's see what's in here. Is theft the motive for the crime? Let's see what that's all about. Help. Here you are making Poirot's little grey cells work. The aim is to answer the questions he asks himself by establishing links between the clues in order to deduce an answer. Slide the clues onto the empty boxes to fill the holes. Declaration by Chief Inspector Japp. The body was found at 11 p.m. No objects for sale in this shop. We don't have any more clues. I don't really understand what we're meant to be doing here, but clue is missing. I thought it said to slide it. Well, apparently we can't slide it there. So the question is theft the motive of the crime? So I think a clue is that there was no value in the shop, so that does sort of suggest that there was no motive. So the next objective is inspect the crime scene. So what's that?
This fruit and vegetable shop has a front row seat, therefore an employee might have noticed something.
Well, we can go there in a minute.
This fruit and vegetable shop.
Can we go in there now? Your progress is saved automatically. Okay, so let's have a look at the body. Okay.
She just has one wound on the back of the head. There are no other wounds or signs of a struggle.
So there's 5 things we've got to find if you look there on the left. So
she has a packet of play cigarette next to her hand. Did she drop it when she fell? She just has one wound
we did that
on
one
the back
already.
of her head. I can't see any other mark on the floor. The body is hidden by the counter and is not visible from the tobacco shop's door. Many customers must have thought that Mrs. Asher had popped out.
Okay, and the point of that is what?
This poor woman's head is resting in a very even-shaped pool of blood.
Okay. New question. Was Miss Asher killed on the site? So I think that's in there, isn't it? No, that's objectives. So is it this one? Was Mrs. Asher killed on site? So we've got here a pool of blood near her head. The body was found at 11. Mrs. Asher was seen at 5:30 alive. Well, I think that seems like a clue as to why whether she was killed on site. I don't know what that's for, but let's leave that for the minute. Theft motive. Have we got any extra clues? No. Okay.
The door is locked. There are cigarettes packets in a mess on the shelf. There are cigarettes packets
okay.
in a mess on the shelf.
Oh, I didn't want to look at the body again. Darn.
This poor woman's head is...
That, cross. What's that? Ah. Observe the object from all angles by holding the click and moving the mouse.
It's not just...
Oh, sorry, guys. Ooh, and over.
It's open at the lid.
I keep doing
There
that.
are no prints on the book.
Sorry, I keep clicking when he's halfway through saying something, but hopefully you got the idea. There's blood down there, look.
Red liquid is oozing out.
Oh.
Is it blood?
I don't know. Is it? Ah.
No.
Strawberries.
It's just some strawberries that are losing their juice. They probably come from the fruit and vegetable
Shop opposite is what he was trying to say before I clicked.
The counter is covered with fingerprints all on top of one another. Unfortunately, it will not be possible to use them.
Okay. So that's 3 clues there. Collect ego points to unlock trophies. Discover the actions which give you most points. Yeah, okay. What's that?
The place is unusually tidy for a crime scene.
No signs of a struggle. Well-ordered
Nothing
shelves.
suggests any sign of a fight.
Oh.
So, Poirot, any news?
So, an ABC guide with no fingerprints but prints all over the counter.
Normally, the tobacco shop does not sell ABC guides.
Exact. Mon ami, could you have a word with the neighbors? Some may have seen something.
Of course, my friend, I'll do it straight away.
1 clue available. I feel like something over there.
The door is locked.
No, Poirot, we already did that. Oh, that. What's that? Oh. Objects hide secrets behind complex mechanisms. It's up to you to decipher them in order to find out what they are hiding. Observe the object from all angles by holding it and clicking the mouse. Zoom in on a part of an object with the left button of the mouse. Zoom out using the right, or click on the arrow. Some elements move by holding the left click of the mouse and moving it.
The till does not appear to have been touched. I have to check that nothing is missing from it.
Open.
Something is preventing the drawer from opening.
Oh.
It would be best to examine the rest of the till.
Okay, what's that? I didn't want to do that. Oh. And so, oh, I don't want to quit. No. I don't know what happened there. Oh, what's that? Aha!
Ah, a mechanism has just made a faint.
Let's now try opening.
The till is full of money, but there is something strange.
Why has that got nothing?
Something is hidden underneath.
Ooh.
Something is hidden.
Yeah, I know, we've gone through that bit. Oh. Hold on. That's the 2. You press that.
I need to find the code.
The code? What code? There's an 8. Isn't that an 8? 8. And then around here, a 5. 8, 2. No, 8, 5, 2. So 8, 5, 2. Yay! I did it!
This must be the key to the back of the shop.
New object. Oh, new objective. New objective. Didn't like to see. Inspect Mrs. Asher's bedroom. Okay. Let's look at the notebook. Still nothing extra on there. How do we explain the presence of an ABC guide on the counter? Well, it's because the letter man sent the ABCs. Letter signing. Yeah, exactly. Whoopsie. And that. So that said, that said no railway guides for sale in the tobacco shop. Mrs. Asher was seen alive, blah, blah, blah. No objects. So I think those two, I don't know what difference it makes. Oh, so that doesn't make a difference. So that's probably the person, isn't it? Okay. Was Mrs. Asher killed on site? Body was found at 11. No other marks on the floor. Oh, that would have been more relevant, actually. Yay! She was killed on site. We got it right! Hooray! Sorry.
Mrs. Asher was killed here. The absence of marks in the shop and the regular shape of the blood stains indicated beyond a doubt.
Okay, I want to go back because I hadn't finished. So we've put here no objects of value for sale. Body was found at about 11. The till is untouched and full of money. Yay!
The motive is definitely not financial gain. There is no sign of a struggle and the till has not been forced or emptied.
Okay, let's see if we can look at the last one here. How can we explain the ABC guide? So I've put here this letter assigned by ABC, no railway guide in the shop, and then we've got no fingerprints on the guide. I'm not sure that explains it. But let's just try anyway. Yep, apparently that does. It was best left by them. Oh, I see, because there was no fingerprints, because otherwise, if it wasn't...
deliberately left behind this ABC as a signature. The absence of fingerprints and the fact that it is open at letter A for Andover leaves little doubt.
Okay, so we've got our 3 things solved that we were
Your
questions.
door is locked.
Yeah, I know. How do I open it? There we go. Like that. Mrs. Asher's bedroom. Ooh, there's blood there.
Blood. Did Alice Asher suffer from nosebleeds?
Or did her husband smack her one? Oh, the picture's turned over, look.
An inscription in German. Souvenir of our honeymoon in the Black Forest. To my Alice forever, Franz Asher. The Ashers were a lovely couple when they were young.
Okay. Let's come over here. Here, Poirot, dear. Ready?
What a strange box. It looks like you have to slide the slats of wood to open it.
Uh-oh. I'm no good at things like that. How do I make it? I don't know how to make it move. Oh, like that.
This button appears to activate the mechanism.
Uh-huh. See if we can open the top yet. No, apparently not.
It is blocked.
Okay. Oh. Aha, is it this side? Aha! Another button. Do you think it'll work now? Apparently not.
It is blocked.
I know. Thanks for stating the obvious. Huh? Another button.
That should do it.
Oh, goody. Oh. Oh. Why is it not staying open? Ah, there we go.
Who is this young woman?
To my
To
aunt,
my dear Aunt Alice, Mary Drower.
Mary Drower.
Have you found anything?
Maybe. I'm not going to tell you.
The victim has a niece. We must find her.
Five ego points. Information added to the notebook. Mary Drower. She is Alice Asher's niece. Okay, just 2 at the moment. Have we got anything on here? Inspect the bedroom. So we've still got more to do there. And we're good on there. So let's have a look over here now.
This interior is very simple.
An old stove. Modest crockery. We've got one more to find. A simple
Mrs.
tap.
Asher lived very simple.
Success. Goody. What are we successing yet? Oh, look. And we got 3 ego points for this, whatever reason. Oh, he's looking at himself in the mirror. I didn't realise that's why we got ego points. That seriously is ego, isn't it? Thinking.
It is blocked.
Okie dokie, we got this malarkey again, have we? Oh, look at that.
Such a pretty decoration should be at the center of the motif to respect the symmetry.
Yeah, I knew you were going to say that. Uh-huh. Oh, that's kind of cool though, isn't it? Oh. Not sure what that achieved, really. Ah. Come on, can you not move? Oh, I see, that bit doesn't move. Does that bit not move either? Oh, I'm sure we moved it just now. Perhaps it does. Oh, it doesn't move when that's on it. I see. So we need that there. I'm trying to move you. Why won't you move? So it's that one there that we want. Aha!
I heard a faint sound as if something was unlocked.
Okay, so now to the side of the box again, I guess.
It is blocked.
Oh! No! Why did it make that noise?
These drawings appear to be attached to the chest of drawers. They won't move. These drawings appear...
It's upside down. Let's have a look at these ones here. What the heck? I don't know what this is all about. So is that unlocking these on the top? No, 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 no. That bit. So
These drawings appear to be attached to the chest of drawers.
So that one is the right way up, and that's somewhere on the front here. I've forgotten which darn picture I was looking at now. Orange tummy and green and blue flowery things. No, not you. Yeah, you. Okay, now let's see if that's changed anything here.
These drawings appear to be attached to the...
So I'm not quite sure what this is all about. Is it... Maybe I have to copy the way up it is. So that one is facing... Oh, man. That one's facing upwards, like so. I don't know if I'm doing this right. That one's facing to the left. That one is facing downwards. And then this one is also facing... Actually, he's facing to the left, isn't he? Looking at that. Well, his feet are to the left. Ah! No. Oh, whatever I did worked. Oh my. 2 clues in here.
Medicine. Laudanum-based cough medicine, Mrs. Asher, and Dover Morley Laboratory, London. It's strange to find such an elaborate medicine from a leading London laboratory in the home of such a modest woman.
Ah. What's that piece of paper? Why they always turn it around the wrong way? It really doesn't matter, does it? At that point you found the clue.
Mr. Adam Flint, Royal Bank, Eastfield Road, Andover. To Mrs. Alice Asher, 5 Bishops Road, Andover. Dear Mrs. Asher, further to your request of 12 February 1935, I have informed my superiors of your wish to apply for a loan to acquire the lease of the shop you rent from Mr. Fairfax.
Where's she getting all that money from?
Despite the seriousness of your case, I regret to inform you that your request has been denied.
Oh, she's asking for a loan.
The amount of your personal contribution, £11, is not high enough and represents too small a part of the final transaction. I remain at your disposal for any questions. Adam Flint. Mrs. Asher's meager savings were not enough for her to own the tobacco shop, but will largely cover her funeral costs.
Oh, nice. I'm not sure she was thinking like that.
I think I've looked everywhere here. Let us see if I can find any more information in the shops surrounding.
It cuts off, doesn't it, at the end when he's talking? I thought it was me, but it's not. Okay, so let's go and talk to this person. Let's look at them first.
4 pence a lettuce, a lovely large lettuce, 4 pence only.
Oh, we can talk to her.
I'll be with you in a few minutes, sir.
So we can have a look at her while she's...
This woman appears to be a smoker.
Oh, there. 3 clues.
She's a big smoker. She must have been a customer at the tobacco shop.
Ask for the price of the lettuce. Say that the strawberries were not fresh. Ask her the relationship with the victim. Well, who cares?
Did you know Alice Asher well?
And for starters, who are you?
I'm Hercule Poirot, the detective.
You're foreign, that's for sure, with your accent and your odd way about you.
Rude!
And you're here about Alice's murder, I suppose. Well, I've nothing to say to you.
Did you speak to the victim yesterday?
No, I never saw her.
Ask her nicely to
Please, try and help me, madame.
Why should I help you? For your beautiful moustache?
Huh?
Come on, move along now. You're scaring away my customers.
Please, do not be ridiculous.
Say that the victim came to see her. Say that she went into the tobacco shop.
I know that you went to the tobacco shop yesterday.
Well?
It is your duty to tell me if you saw something unusual.
Who do you think you are telling me what to do?
Oh dear.
Get away from my stall!
We're not doing very well with her, are we? Congratulations.
Oh, you again? I've nothing to say.
Okay, we're not going to get anywhere there, I guess.
Hey, Poirot. Is the greengrocer causing trouble? I'll sort her out.
No, please, leave her, Chief Inspector. I'll get her to talk later.
I found the victim's niece. She's waiting for you in the back of the shop.
Thank you, mon ami. I'll question her.
I found the victim's niece. She's waiting for you in the back
New
of the
question
shop.
available. Can we
Thank you, mon ami.
establish...
I'll question her.
I didn't catch that. I think it'll be in the book thing, though. We've got a few different things here. Question Mary Drower. And then we've got a notebook. Nancy Bodley. She runs the fruit and vegetable shop. She smokes. She must have been a customer of the tobacco shop. And then a question. What was Mrs. Asher doing when she was killed? Can we establish the time range during which Mrs. Asher was killed? Well, we know here we've got body was found at 11 and she was seen alive at 5:30, so she was between that time. Can we reduce this range and why? Letter signed. She has one wound in the back of the head. We still got a clue to find on that. That, I think. I don't know, actually. Let's leave that one for a minute. We'll get back to that. Oh, I just did that one, didn't I? No. Yes, I did. I want the other question. What was she doing when she was killed? Cigarette packet near the victim's hand. Body was found at 11. Packets in a muddle on the shelf. So I think she was probably clearing up. Back of her head was a wound, so she must have been getting cigarettes from the back there.
The murderer probably pretended to be a customer. He hit the shopkeeper from behind as she turned around to serve him.
Okay. So now let's go into the shop and talk to Alice. No, she's dead. We won't talk to her. To Mary.
Jap had the body removed out of respect for the victim's niece. His attention is commendable.
Is there anything else to see? No. So let's go back there. So let's have a look at her first.
Is her grief sincere?
3 observations. Lowered eyes. Handkerchief. Modest black
She
clothes.
appears to be very upset. She's dressed in mourning. She looks fragile.
Okay. And now let's talk to her. Ask her about the relationship with her aunt. Yeah, we're not going to demand she stops crying.
You were very fond of your aunt, am I right?
She was the only family I had since my mother died.
It's got sincere above her head, look. Ask if her aunt had children, deduce the inheritance. No, we won't talk about
Your
that.
aunt did not have any children. Is that correct?
No, she was separated from her husband.
What do you think about Franz Asher, your aunt's husband?
He never left her alone. Poor aunt. She used to drop by all the time and make a scene.
Ask if Alice was afraid of her husband. Ask if she ever thought her husband would go through with his threats. I'm going to say
Was
afraid.
your aunt afraid of her husband?
He shouted a lot, but she wasn't afraid of him. Why, he used to slink away when she turned on him. He was afraid of her, if you like.
say that divorce would have been a solution. Ask if Alice was all right. I don't know what
Did your aunt enjoy good health?
She had a bad throat, but she was well cared for by a doctor in London.
At ease, it says.
Does Franz Asher work?
All he's done for years is drink and gamble, but he used to be a very good cabinet maker.
What does he live on?
My aunt used to give him 5 shillings a week.
Ask if Franz forced her to give the money. Ask if her aunt had a reason to help her. I think we're going to say ask.
Why did she support such a goods for nothing?
He was her husband. She couldn't leave him with nothing.
I understand. You have been of great assistance, mademoiselle.
Okay.
Please take this young lady home.
My pleasure.
Well, this Franz Asher does not seem to be quite so dangerous as James says. And since Alice Asher gave him money regularly, it was not in his interest to kill her.
Oh my goodness, she's sobbing. Information added to his notebook. So let's have a look. We've got a few things. Find Franz Asher. And then we've got a notebook. Her aunt was her only family. She confirms that Franz is violent, but he was afraid of his wife. Her aunt gave her husband 5 shillings a week. And then, have we got anything more on here? Can we... I thought we'd... Oh. Alice Asher was killed between 5:30 and 11. Can we reduce this range? We're still missing a clue here. Letter signed. I can't think that's anything to it. Just one wound on her head. I think that has got to be something to do with it. The count was in the way and the body wasn't visible. Nah. I'm just going to try all of these and see. So I think it must be this missing one. So what? Oh, we did that one, idiot. Okay, so what are we missing? Ego points. I don't want ego points. Come on. Uh-oh. Knocking everything over. I guess that's the husband.
We have to wait for him to sleep it off. He's all yours, Poirot. There are a few things I need to check.
Oh, he's a scruffy.
There must be some way of sobering him up.
Yeah, water.
I wonder what his wife
On
used
his head.
to do. He must have scared the customers away.
He's not in any condition to be questioned. I have to find a way to sober him up.
Information added to the notebook. Look at what Franz dropped. Okay, I didn't know he dropped anything, but thought he knocked something over, but...
It's Alice Asher's notebook. Ah, that's interesting.
It contains information probably about her debtors, but I clicked it, sorry.
Bodley. The fruit seller has debts too. She will probably be more cooperative thanks to this piece of information. Mary Drower was telling the truth. Mrs. Asher regularly gave money to her alcoholic husband.
Uh-huh. What's this? Bodley. She owed Alice Asher £10. Wow. We looked at that one.
It's Alice Asher's note.
Yeah, we don't want that one again. Thanks. What's that?
A box of new stockings.
Odd.
A box.
Yeah, we saw that as well now. So that's 2 clues. What can we do?
There are cigarettes packets in a mess on the shelf. He's not in any condition to be questioned. I have to find a way to solve.
Okay. Oh, I don't know what I did there. I think I might have just gone outside. Oh, what's that down there?
Strawberries, 6p a pound.
Why is he still walking?
A bottle of poor quality vinegar. The smell could awaken the dead. A bottle of poor
Yeah, I know,
quality...
but I don't know how to get that right now. Accuser selling rotten fuse. Accuser of Alice Asher's... accuser of the murder.
I am accusing you of the murder of Mrs. Asher.
What? It wasn't me!
According to the victim's account book, you owed her £10 for tobacco and magazines.
That's a lie. She owed me £1. I swear.
Now, please be so kind as to explain this.
Look at my account book. Alice owed me £11 for fruit and vegetables. I may have had a slate at her shop, but she had one at mine. She owed me £1. And that reminds me I have to get it back from her niece.
That is quite enough. Your account book has saved you, but I might ask Chief Inspector Japp to throw you in the cells for 1 or 2 nights while he checks your entries. Do you want to go to prison?
Prison? Now that's not fair. I haven't done nothing.
In that case, I am counting on your full collaboration.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Listen, I didn't kill Alice, I swear. But it's true that I did go to the shop yesterday.
At what time?
6 o'clock. She left me a note saying she wanted some strawberries if I got some. I received them late, about 6. So I took them over to her.
Oh, so that's going to narrow the time.
But you did not see her.
She wasn't in the shop, so I just put the strawberries on the counter and left.
Ask her what she saw in the shop.
Did you see anything unusual in the shop?
No. Well, maybe one thing. There was always a railway guide on the counter. Alice didn't sell them. Maybe it's the customer who left it there.
Ah.
You were not alarmed?
I thought Alice had just gone to get her medicine from her room and that she'd be straight back.
You mentioned medicine.
Something for her cough. She used to take it a lot.
Who do you think killed her?
France. Her scoundrel of a husband. He was always after her for something. Well, he's a foreigner. Sorry, sir. What I mean is he's German. That's even worse.
Did you see Franz Asher enter the tobacco shop late yesterday afternoon?
Well, no. But at that time of the day, the streets are packed, and I have better things to do than watch her shop.
Interesting. One clue available.
I will not obtain anything else.
I want that.
I'll just borrow your bottle a moment.
Take it. It's what Alice used to sober up her husband. But try not to empty the bottle.
Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Can we reduce the time range? It's that one, isn't it? She didn't see anybody at 6. Alice Asher was killed between 5:30 and 6. Because the ABC guide was on the table at 6, so... Can we go up here? No.
Strawberries, 6p a pound. Strawberries, get your delicious strawberries.
I just thought it'd be worth looking around. It said there was a clue still.
This place is run down.
cracks.
This is a really cutthroat neighborhood. Anyone could have committed the crime.
So is that the last clue that we were supposed to find? I guess so. Let's go back in here and sober this little...
Dash! A puddle. How clumsy.
Oh, we've had that conversation, Poirot. Oh, hold on. What's in here? Question friends. And just quickly look at the book. So she owed her money. She left some strawberries at the tobacco shop at 6 p.m. and didn't see anyone.
The priority is to question Asher.
Okay.
He's not in any condition to be questioned. I have to find a way to sober him up.
Let's see if this will bring him out of his stupor.
Mes amis, I can say without a doubt that poor Mrs. Asher was killed between 5:30 and 6.
Killed when the street was packed with people. That's rather bold.
I've been talking to the neighbours, and...
No one's seen anything? Or rather, it's anything and everything. Am I wrong?
No.
Yeah. We must grill this villain Asher before he falls asleep again.
Okay. So, we're going to look at him first.
This man is in rather a bad state. This man has been fighting and he smells of alcohol.
Now talk to him. So, offer a cigarette, accuse him of having threatened his wife, ask him what he was doing yesterday. Let's offer him a
Care
cigarette.
for a cigarette, monsieur?
What's that? Scented cigarettes? No thanks.
Well, that's...
Bien. I was trying to be friendly, but you are quite right. Let us get down to business. You threatened to kill your wife, and now she is dead.
So what? You shouldn't take things so seriously, sir. Nothing but empty threats. We didn't get on all that badly.
So,
Hypocrite.
if things were going so well with your wife, why did you not live with her?
She was the one that left. Nothing to do with me, sir.
Ask if his wife had a lover, accuse him of ill-treating his wife. Let's do that.
You can't have treated her very well for her to run away.
No, sir, no. I wouldn't say I'd ever laid a finger on her, but it was only normal. She was my wife.
Are you often involved in fight?
I don't know what you mean.
Hypocrite again. Accuse him of fighting. Yeah, let's make fun of him.
The truth is that someone gave you a good beating.
A beating? No way. All right, he tore my coat and gave me a black eye. You see the state of him.
Very interesting. Who is the other that you struck?
Probably best if I tell you everything. Yesterday afternoon, I met Roderick Tanner. We'd bet on a dog fight together.
An illegal bet, naturally.
Yes, sir. Our dog won. Roderick got the money, but he refused to give me my share.
And you fought about it. What time was this?
In the evening, about 6, I think. We were on the other side of town. You see, I couldn't have killed my wife.
Truthful, it says. Okay.
Asher's
New
alibi
objective,
appears to be
reconstruct the
confirmed.
crime.
All the same, I'm going to call and check that he did have a fight with this Tanner on the afternoon of the murder. You can never trust this sort of chap.
One thing is certain, Asher was a ruffian who used to beat his wife.
But he's not very educated. It certainly was not him who wrote the letter signed ABC. Let's resume, Hastings. We know the murderer pretended to be a customer. He did not kill her for money, that appears to be certain.
I agree with you on that point.
Oh, golly.
And the murderer left an ABC guide as a signature. Therefore, it's likely he wrote the letter.
Indeed, but that doesn't explain why and how he did it.
You are quite right. Why he did it is a mystery. But as for how he did it, we do know enough to try and reconstruct the events.
Okay, we're going to reconstruct the crime. Apparently. Have you seen the timeline in the bonuses? You'll be able to relive the events in chronological order. Help is available in the pause menu. Reconstruct the crime's course of events by selecting the actions the killer may have executed. Okay. Reconstruction.
The killer enters the shop.
Yeah. Advance first.
Mrs. Asher turns around to greet a customer.
Asks for,
The murderer asks her for some tobacco.
while waving
She
a
turns her back to him. He seizes the opportunity to strike her.
He puts down the ABC.
He then places the ABC on the counter before leaving.
The ABC was not found like that. We are not far from the solution, Hastings. Would you mind if we thought about it a little more?
Reconstruction failed. I don't understand.
The killer enters the shop.
Attack.
Mrs. Asher keeps her back turned. The murderer grabs his walking stick. She turns around, he strikes her violently.
No, that's
He
going to
then
be...
places the ABC on the counter before leaving.
That's wrong, because Hastings said it.
No, the victim has no wound to the temple. And the ABC is not the same as in the crime scene. Better think again, mon cher.
I thought I got it right the first time, frankly, so a bit confused.
The killer
Enters the shop. Yes, got it. Advance.
Mrs. Asher turns
Around
around
to greet her customer. Asks for
The murderer asks her for
some tobacco.
She turns her back to him.
She
He
seizes the opportunity
to strike her.
Turn around. I thought it meant
He then
him.
places the ABC upside
I see, when
down
it said turn around, I thought it meant he turns around, not turn the book over, which is just say
Everything
turn
appears
over.
to match the crime scene,
That's why it
mon
was
cher Hastings.
incorrect the first time.
That is exactly what happened.
Very annoying. Because I could have got it right the first time if it just said it properly.
Asher has a strong alibi and we don't have any other suspect. But what was the point of this crime?
She had no debts. She gave Franz Asher money regularly. She wasn't owed money. Nobody stood to gain anything.
No doubt about it, the murderer is insane.
And I fear that we had not heard the last of him.
Says it's something in the
I hope
notebook.
you're wrong for once.
Bien, let's go back to London. If we hurry, we should catch the 7:02 train. Are you coming?
No, unfortunately, I have to talk with Andover police.
See you soon, then. Are you coming, Hastings? Let's go home. There's nothing for us here.
I wanted to look at the notebook again, but I think we'll do that next time. I think.
Well, do you have any idea about the killer's identity?
The crime was committed by a man of medium height, with red hair and suspicious eyes. He has a slight limp on the right foot and a wart just below his shoulder blade.
Poirot!
Mon ami, what do you want? You fix upon me a look of dog-like devotion and demand of me a pronouncement à la Sherlock Holmes. Now for the truth. I do not know what the murderer looks like, nor where he lives, nor how to set hands upon him.
What shall we do, then?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Do not be so impatient, Hastings. The killer will manifest himself soon enough.
I thought I heard the postman. Maybe there's some news.
I will go and see.
Okay, Oh, didn't mean to do that. So, I've received new thumbnails. Oh, there's all sorts of things popping up here. Let's have a look at this. I don't know what it means, new thumbnails, but anyway. So the next objective is read the letter. Franz Ascher. He was a cabinet maker, doesn't work at the moment. He's a notorious alcoholic with a violent and aggressive temperament. After Jack's confirmation, his alibi appears to hold. And all of that is done. What does it mean? I've got a new thumbnail. Use a clue. Help. See if it tells us on here. I'm just trying. During the investigation, you will collect thumbnails that illustrate your progress in the inquiry. To consult your progress, go back to the main menu and access the timeline. The timeline is completed as you go along in order to allow you to review the events in chronological order. Okay, so go to the main menu. I'm a bit nervous to do quit, to be honest, when it says quit the game. But if it kicks me out, then I guess we'll consider this instalment finished for today. But because I'm going to just look at this main menu. Here we go. It has actually got it. I was going to say I'm going to just look at this main menu and then move on anyway for today. But let's just have a look. So we've got ego points, 77 of 600, which doesn't sound proportionate to 16% progress, to be honest. So not sure there. Options. Okay. Profile. Oh no, we didn't want profile. Oops. So it must be under bonuses. Here we go. Timeline. Right.
When we receive the first letter, Hastings thinks that it is a joke. As for me, filled with foreboding, I prefer to inform Chief Inspector Japp. When we receive the first letter, Hastings thinks that it is a joke. When we receive the first letter, Hastings thinks that it is a joke. As for me, filled with foreboding, I prefer to inform Chief Inspector Japp. Mrs. Asher is not suspicious of the murderer, whom she takes to be an ordinary customer. The
I
old
don't
lady
understand.
turns around to take a packet of cigarettes. She is beaten to death.
Why
We
there's all these
investigate the
many
first
missing
murder, Miss
ones?
Hastings.
Especially
No
at the beginning.
suspect
I
has
didn't
a
really have
motive.
any options with that. That's very odd. I'm assuming there's going to be nothing else now on this one. Reconstructions and over. Well, I don't really want to do that again because we've got Cupid, bow, moustache, which is finishing, and over. Okay, I don't really understand on this timeline why we're missing like one through these. It doesn't make any sense to me.
When we receive the first letter,
Because we
Hastings
must have
thinks
started
that
at the
it is a
beginning.
joke.
So it's a bit strange. But anyway, I am going to call it quits for today. I hope you have enjoyed this first instalment of Agatha Christie, the ABC Murders. And do come back and watch the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. Bye for now. Bye.